Morbius. We all know of it. No one has seen it except for me. I saw it. Not once, but twice. And 2 times was 2 times too many. Jokes aside, I was actually pleasantly surprised by this movie, despite them casting Jared Leto, who I hate more than astrology.
He's a pedophile.
I do have to give credit where it's due, however, as Leto brought an inexplicable charm to the character of Michael Morbius. The other actors were incredibly average. I personally use the ACAQUEEM system of reviewing: acting, comedy, character, cinematography, writing, effects, enjoyability, music, so the acting is a 6 out of 10. The comedy was okay, I guess. In most places, it served the story incredibly well, and then in others, it was unnecessarily shoehorned in. 6 out of 10. For the characters, I hated almost every character. The characters I liked, though, I did really like, and even with some of the characters I didn't like this guy, Milo, some of them were actually decently written, but the decently written ones, few and far between, so 4 out of 10. The cinematography was more bland than shredded wheat, 5 out of 10. The writing was abysmal. It was filled with so much exposition. Thankfully, it was a little more subtle than in Thor 4, but not subtle enough. The plot was a little wonky, and they flip-flopped on the science and rules of Morbius's morbing way too much. 1.5 out of 10. The effects were a lot better than most modern films until the last 15 minutes, especially the end credit scene. The effects were actually 6 until I saw the end credit scene, which brought it down to a 5. So for spoilers, I won't say who it was in the end credit scene, but it looked like they pulled them out of a kid's cartoon. 5 out of 10. The enjoyability factor, the most important one. And this movie was somehow really enjoyable. It started off really boring, but I actually got quite invested in the story of Michael Morbius, which is something I would never thought I would ever say. 7 out of 10. The music and the score was so bland, I almost forgot to include it. Overall, Morbius has earned a 4.9 out of 10. It wasn't really a bad movie. It wasn't a great one. But it was definitely better than I expected. My biggest problem is that Morbius didn't say it's morbing time and morb all over the place.
It's morbing time.